Hello students. Uh, in this session, first thing you have to understand that this group 1 and group 2 of the periodic table, group 1 and group 2, they both are called S block. Then group 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, these 10 groups are called D block. Then group 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, these 6 groups are called P block. Now in group 3, period 6 and period 7, there is a sudden jump. You will notice that group 3 period 6, it is going from 57 to 72, and group 3 period 7, it's going from 89 to 104. So there is a jump of 14 elements from 57 to 72, and from 89 to 104. So there is a jump of 14 elements. Now the 14 elements from 58 to 71, those 14 elements, they are bunched up over here. So from 58 to 71. So technically these 14 elements, they belong to F block. And similarly the 14 elements from 90 to 103, they are bunched up over here. They are also part of the F block. So basically the F block has got 14 elements of period 6 and 14 elements of period 7. Incidentally, the 14 elements of period 6, they are called lanthanoids, and the 14 elements of period 7, they are called actinoids. So once again, in the periodic table, group 1, group 2 is called S block, group 3 to 12 is called D block, group 13 to 18 is called P block, and in between group 3 and group 4, there are 14 lanthanides and 14 actinoids. Now, in the previous homework, there were two doubts, chromium and copper. So let's begin with chromium and copper. So chromium is 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s1, 3d5. Now ordinarily it seems that chromium should be 4s2, 3d4, but what happens is, just like in class 9 you studied one concept called octet. Octet is complete shell, so it is stable. So similarly, half complete is also stable. So actually chromium is supposed to be 4s2, 3d4, but what happens is, to ensure stability, one 4s electrons goes to the empty 3d, so that 4s also becomes half filled, it becomes 4s1, and 3d also becomes half filled, it becomes 3d5. So this is to ensure stability. So this is an exceptional configuration chromium, 4s1, 3d5. Now let's go to copper, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, then 3p6, again 4s1, 3d10. So there is another exception in case of copper also. So instead of 4s2, 3d9, it is 4s1, 3d10. Why? In that case 4s is also half filled and 3d is fully filled. So due to extra stability, the exceptional configuration of chromium is 4s1, 3d5, and copper is 4s1, 3d10. Now how do you determine the period, group and block of any element? Suppose chromium. In chromium, the outermost shell is 4, so period will be 4. Now it is written 3d5, but that is due to exception. Without exception it would have been 3d4. Now D block starts from 3 and goes on till 12. So 3d4 means 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. That means the group number will be 6 and block will be D block. Now how do you determine the block? The last electron is entering 3d, so that is why it is D block. Now let's look at copper. Copper outermost shell is 4, so period is 4. Now configuration is 3d10, but that is due to exception. Without exception it is 3d9. So just see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So the group number will be 11 and block will be D because the last electron is entering 3D. So in this way you can determine the period, group and block of any element. Now next let us have a look at the 3 homework questions. The first homework question was 3.3. Now in this particular question, it was asked that what is the period, group and block of an element of atomic number 114. So you have to go on writing 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2, 3d10, 4p6, 5s2, 4d10, then 5p6, 6s2, 4f14, 5d10, 6p6, 7s2, 5f14, 6d10, 7p2, right? So what is the period number? The outermost shell is 7, so period number is 7. What is the group number? Now it is P2. Now in P block, the first group is 13, second group is 14. It is P2, so group number will be 14. And since the last electron is entering p orbital, it is block P. So question number 3.3 answer is period 7, group 14, block P. Now let's have a look at question 3.4. The question is that what will be the atomic number of this element. So here it is coming 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5, right? 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p5. So the atomic number, if you just add up 2 plus 2, 4 plus 6, 10, 12 and 5, so atomic number of this element will be 17. So this will be the answer of 3.4. Now let's go to the next question, 3.30. 3.30 number 1, 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p4. So what is the last shell? 3, so period is 3. Now it is 3p4. Now in p orbital, first group is 13, then 14, then 15, then 16. So the fourth group in p orbital is 16. So group is 16, block will be P. Now let's look at question number 3.3 part 2. 1s2, 2s2, 2p6, 3s2, 3p6, 4s2 and 3d2. Now the last shell is 4, so period is 4. Now 3d2. Now in D, the first orbital is 3, second orbital is 4. So that means group is 4. And the last electron is entering D orbital, so block will be D.